Good morning, my people. My name is Chief Stromlad. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora magician, my people. It was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's faith. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know which it is, I have nothing important which I should bring to your attention as it relates to my protest. And as you know, when I am finished protesting, it is always my pleasure and delight to bring you something as a social nature of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, the incompetent Radcon Sabs have been doing everything in his power to try to deceive the world that he is working on behalf of the people of Union Islands who suffered damages during Hurricane Beryl. The first thing he did, it was he sent the government misinformation service to Union Island to declare that 114 houses were repaired after Hurricane Beryl, and this was about what? 2.5 months after Beryl would have passed. My people, what he didn't tell you is how many houses were damaged during the hurricane and what were the extent of the damages of the house that were repaired. My people, the Canavan Resort was instrumental in helping those employees that were working with the Canavan Resort to get back on their feet and helping them to repair their homes. The Palm Island Resort have been doing the same thing in Union Island. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines have not lifted a hand to help one Unionite in getting their roof or their windows back onto their houses. A recent shot of Union Island from a drone shows hundreds of blue car tarpaulin for roofs. If you did not know better, you would have thought that those people had blue roofs. But it's tarpaulin they're using to keep out the rain and the sunlight, the excess sunlight, so that they can dwell within their homes. The government, Ralph Conserve, is using regular people to give people on social media that the government have been sharing out fridges, stoves, and mattresses to those people in Union Island. There is no evidence that fridges, stoves, and mattresses were shared out to anyone in Union Island. That is a lie. And if they are planning to do that, what they're doing is that they are giving to the Unionites those things that came into St. Vincent and the Grenadines 2 years ago for volcano relief. Those things that would have been given to those people who were displaced, who lose their houses, who had their stuff destroyed. But the government spitefully refused to give it to them and kept it in a storehouse. And now it seems like they are giving the Union Island people a shivo that if you keep quiet, if you stop talking, if you stop complaining that you're not getting help, we'll give you a fridge, a stove, or a mattress. Unionites don't want fridge, they don't want stove, they don't want any mattress at this time of their history. What they want is help to get their roofs on their houses. The roofs that was taken off by Hurricane Beryl. So don't try to bribe these people with volcanic relief, mattresses, and stove and fridge. that were donated for those people who were affected by the volcano. Give them lumber, galvanize a nail, give them plywood and things to put on their roof. That is what is needed. Even if you give them a mattress, a fridge, and a stove, when the rain season starts, it's going to be destroyed like how the other stuff in their houses were destroyed in the first case. So don't be idiots. Don't spin it up with mud. Don't try to make the Unionites fool, because they're no fools. They are very intelligent people. They are people who have depended very little on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They have been making their way without the help of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for many, many decades. For many decades, they have always found a way to make it. So don't try to fool these people, because no one is buying your life Ralph Gonsalves. We know that you want to see the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines suffer. That is why you are doing everything to take away the lands of the people and hand them over to white people, because you feel comfortable when other devils join you. Now you can accomplish your goal faster in making Vincentians reprobates. It wouldn't work. Everything that you do, I will undo it. How do you feel knowing that I am in the wings waiting? I ain't in a hurry. I'm waiting on the Most High God. The Most High God have everything in his control. Ralph Gonsalves, how you feel that all of the things that you do to destroy Vincentians, I will come back and I will straighten it out. The Most High God don't give me the plan to straighten it out. I know exactly how to deal with everything that you have done. All the reprobation you cause, that will be dealt with. Our people become a strong, valiant people, prosperous. But guess what? I am the man who is appointed to do that. I've had physical appointments and I've had spiritual appointments. I am the man who was earmarked to do that, not you. You can't help our people because you are evil by nature. By the virtue that you are Caucasian, you're evil. Union Islands, Unionites, stay strong. Hold fast to your dignity, because your dignity are not for sale by the highest bidder. And no one is going to pressure you into sacrificing your dignity. The second thing I want to address here is that I have discovered and seen evidence that Luke Browne went to Myro. And Luke Browne says he's acting on behalf of the estate of Grace Eustace, is desecrating Miss Eustace's legacy. As far as I understand it, Miss Eustace was a very charitable woman. She allowed the residents of Myro to occupy her land, and she never charged them a cent because she knew it was the only way they could make a living. Now Luke Browne is desecrating the good legacy of Grace Eustace. People, don't forget, Luke Browne is a criminal. Luke Browne is not in prison because he was encouraged into those criminal acts by Ralph Gonsalves. He has violated the election law. The evidence is there to show that he has violated the election law. He is not prosecuted because Ralph Gonsalves don't ever prosecute the criminals that are under his wings, and if he caused them to be prosecuted, he always ensures that the law is twisted and turned so that they can get off. In the same way, he manipulates the law to ensure that he didn't answer charges that Michelle Andrews brought against him, that Margaret Parson brought against him. And then he used threats of lawsuit to frighten the other victims of rape that he created in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So when Luke Browne journeyed to Cairo and destroyed the properties of those vendors on the beach, Luke Browne actually violated the law, and he committed as several serious criminal offenses against several members of the Cairo community. These are criminal offenses that has to be prosecuted. It is not that these people don't have any rights. Let me tell you something, my people, Cairo people. Miss Grace Eustace gave you the permission to vend on her land. She died 2 years ago. Some of you have been vending there for 50 years. Some of you have been vending there for 40 years on the permission of Grace Eustace. She has never asked you to leave the land. She has never asked you to pay for rent for the land. And I know you don't want to be dishonest and you don't want to dishonor Miss Eustace's legacy and her kindness. But since the people who are administering her estate is trying to play hardball on you and trying to put some of you out of a living, don't forget, you're not dishonoring Miss Eustace's legacy. If you claim squatters' rights, if you have erected a fixed structure on a piece of land for over 10 years, uninterrupted, and you have not paid any rent, you are entitled to claim ownership of that land under the squatters' laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So that land is rightfully yours own. And you will not be dishonoring Miss Eustace's legacy. The fact is, Miss Eustace allowed you to stay there for 50 years. Considered it a gift from Miss Eustace. So every property that Luke Browne damaged there, he will have to pay for it. He was trying to embezzle money from the Eustace's estate by pretending that he's acting on behalf of the estate, but he's actually breaking the law. My people, all of the land that you have been using over the past 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, 10 years, uninterrupted, the laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines says that you have a title, a claim to that land, and you can get a title for that land. And you have to see it as Miss Eustace's gift to you, because it was in the goodness of her heart that she allowed you to stay there for over 10 years, uninterrupted, without paying a fee. And because you did not pay a fee, that was a gift to you. And I am sure if she lived a little longer, she would have gifted those lands to you, because as far as I understand, that is the kind of charitable lady Miss Eustace was. She was happy to see that people were able to make a living based on her generosity. So what Luke Browne did was actually a violation of your rights. And he must be made to pay for every brick that he dismantled. Whether he did dismantle it himself or whether they were servants acting on his instructions, they broke the law. Luke Browne, let me talk to you for a minute. How do you feel breaking the law and your efforts? You are really trying to put people who are 70 years old, who don't have a pension coming, out of $1. You are trying to ensure that these people starve. Why? What did they do to you? You are a bright fella. You have a law degree. You have several degrees. You are again being paid by the government for not working. What more do you want? Look, homosexuality is a dangerous thing, you know. It takes away your compassion because now you are a reprobate. It doesn't matter how much church you go to, you'll remain a reprobate. And guess what? For the stresses you are causing those people on Canawan, sorry, on my road, you are going to pay for it severely. People of Myro, listen to me. When you see Luke Browne suffering from his illnesses, you must know that is because he laid his hands upon you. That is why he's getting ill. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Spirit of Most Citizen. I'm the diaspora machismo.